There. Go.
Okay, should I be looking at it or no? Okay.
Hey, this is our group. We're interviewing Pastor Daniel Kim of my church, and these are my group mates. Michael Castillo, Mary Villarin, James Reyes, Josh Cruz, and okay, this is Pastor Daniel Kim once again. Okay.
Forgot me.
Here's my first question. How long have you been here in the Philippines? And what are your reasons for staying?
Alright, I've been here for about a year and a half now. And I came here as a missionary. But I grew up here too, so counting that, I've been here for about, I guess, more than 10 years. But I went back to Korea for college, so back when I was growing up, I was just growing up, but now I came back here as a missionary, yes.
So your reasons for staying is for the mission of the Philippines, right?
Yes.
Second question. Please tell us about your experience in the Philippines. What are your good or positive experiences? 2 examples.
Good and positive experiences. Just 2? Alright, well, I am having many Bible studies in different colleges, like in Ateneo, UP, UST, and just meeting with the Filipino college kids and just sharing our lives and sharing about Jesus Christ. And yeah, that's a very good experience for me. Another thing, I love the food here. The beaches are really nice. People are, in general, a lot kinder than Korean people. Yeah, that's another upside of being here in the Philippines.
What are your bad or negative experiences? Also 2 examples.
Well, driving around can be quite tough because of the traffic. And, well, what else? I guess a few days ago there was a typhoon and a coconut tree fell over in my house. I mean, we had a lot of coconut that day, so that was good, but I still wish, because a lot of people are affected by that, their lives, and they're still suffering. I heard, like in Bulacan, many people died, so I guess that is not very good.
Next question. As you have observed, what are the weaknesses of the Filipino society? Also 2 examples.
The weaknesses of Filipino society. Okay. From what I have noticed, especially among the, I guess, I don't know if I can put it this way, but the less fortunate people tend to be very, not very critical about the problems of the society. I think the problem is with education too. Maybe I think if they were more, if they had more access to, I guess, many books, if they had a lot of public libraries, or if they were taught how to think critically, to look at the society and to criticize it, really figure out what the problem is and work on it, I think that would be a good thing. And what was another question? Or what was the question again?
We have one more example.
One more example of
weakness of
the weakness of the Philippines. I'm sure the government is fighting against the corruptions. I guess there could be some better ways to implement some systems to get rid of the corruptions. For instance, just to give you an example of my country, Korea, like they have the what do you call this? CCTVs, the cameras everywhere. So when you're driving, or if you go beyond the speed limit, you don't have to confront the cops personally. So there's no need for bribing or anything. I guess we just have a better. I'm sure people are just people. You know, they're not gonna be any nicer if they could get out of, or if they could find a way to violate laws for their own benefit. I'm sure they would. So I think the better way to deal with that is to implement, I guess, a better system to prevent it. And also maybe investing more on the infrastructure, like the roads, the telecommunication, because it seems as if only the more fortunate people get to enjoy those things. Yes.
On contrary, what are the strengths of the Filipino
The
society?
strength of the Filipinos. First of all, the fact that they are English-speaking people is a very good advantage. It creates, I guess, more chance to be competitive in a global society. I guess that's a very good thing. And people are, like I said, nice and kind. I guess they are more open to foreigners, and they make foreigners, I guess, more comfortable than other countries. I've been to many other countries, but I find the Philippines to be one of the most friendly country.
For our last question, in your own opinion, what should the Filipinos do to improve their society?
What should Filipinos do for them? Okay, like I said, first of all, I think education is very important. Like a public education, I think they'll have to improve the public education, so all the publics can be equipped with I guess a critical mind to find the real problems of the society. I guess that could be one thing. Another thing is also making a good use of the tax. Investing on the public infrastructures, and I guess again that has a lot to do with getting rid of the corruption, because I guess a lot of people are getting in the way of actually using the money for good. But yeah, I think the public infrastructure is quite weak compared to other nations.
Okay, that's it for the interview.
Alright, so that's quite simple.
Thank you.
A small token for giving thanks.
Wow,
for the interview.
that's really nice and generous.
My friends prepared. It's
Oh,
a small cake.
okay, thank you very much. Let me